Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Hard8, the truth for YouTube. Your favorite commentator's favorite commentator, yeah! What's up, people? What's happening? You already know the deal. If you missed my last video, the link is down below. Facebook groups, gamer tags, all that good shit is down below, so please go and check it out. Now, PlayStation Plus fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Alright, y'all. So, PlayStation Plus has been, pretty trash lately when it comes to, you know, the free games that they give out every month. You know, games with gold is shitting on PlayStation Plus right now. And there's some reasons for that. You know, there is some reasons for that. But, yeah, games for gold, they've been showing off over there in Microsoft right now. And PlayStation Plus just looks like a old shell of its former self, of its former greatness. But there's some reasons why PlayStation Plus is probably doing the way that it's doing nowadays. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and talk about them, and you can choose to accept them if you want, or if you don't. I don't give a fuck. But, you know, this is my opinion on why PlayStation Plus sucks nowadays. You know, hopefully things turn around. Hopefully things turn around. Now, you know, when PlayStation Plus was first introduced back on the PlayStation 3, it was past the halfway point of the PS3. I'm thinking it was around like 5 years after the PS3 was PlayStation Plus introduced. And we know when they first introduced it, it was pretty fucking amazing. You saved a lot of money and you got good free games on a monthly basis. But there's some reasons for that. Now, when PlayStation Plus was first introduced, you did not have to pay for it. You didn't have to if you didn't want to. It was an optional service, is what I mean. It was optional. So if you didn't want PlayStation Plus, like most people at the time, then you just kept it moving and kept on gaming on your PS3 as you seen fit. You didn't need it to play online, you know? So at that time, Sony had to do something to get you to buy in to the service. You know what I mean? They had to give you some good incentives to buy into the service, because otherwise you wouldn't. And like I said, most people didn't. I believe the PlayStation Plus on PS3 had about 1 to 2 million subscribers. So at that time, they had to give you some good incentives. And those incentives was you saved a lot of money and they gave you good free games every month. Now, by the time PlayStation Plus was introduced, there was already a bunch of games that they could offer. You know what I mean? That were good and old by the time that PlayStation Plus was introduced, you know, to PlayStation 3, right? So at the same time, there was about 1 to 2 million subscribers. So to give out these games, it was a lot cheaper because they were only giving it out to a handful of people in the grand scheme of things. You understand? You understand? They were only giving it out to a handful of people, so expensive. You dig? And also, like I said, you needed some incentives. Of course, they made sure that they could get the best possible games that they could get because they're trying to convince you to buy into this service. You know what I mean? So PlayStation Plus on the PS3 was a very good deal. It was a great value. You know what I mean? And some people may still see it as a great value nowadays. But if you fast forward to the PS4, you fast forward to next generation, PlayStation Plus is now mandatory to game online. You have to pay for it. Most people in the world are gaming online. So now you have to pay for PlayStation Plus. They now no longer need incentives to get you to buy into PlayStation Plus. Because it's like, all right, well, if you don't want to buy into it, then I guess your ass ain't going to be playing online. You know, that's what it comes down to. And now the only incentive is, hey, you needed the game online. So now Sony doesn't have to go out of their way to get these amazing games that we want, these AAA games that we want, because they know most people are going to buy PlayStation Plus anyway because it's now needed to get online, right? So they no longer need to give you these amazing games. But on another note, now what you got now? Now you got like what? 20 million PlayStation Plus subscribers, give or take? Give or take? You know what that means, right? It could be more, it could be less. Give or take. So now, in order to get these games, this might be a little bit more expensive. And a lot of you believe that Sony is on its way out the door, right? They're about to go bankrupt. They don't have no money, this, that, and the third. So it will cost a lot of money, a lot more money to get these AAA big games out to 20 million folks, give or take. You know what I mean? So it's going to cost a lot more money. On top of it costing more money, Sony now doesn't need that type of incentive to get you to buy into PlayStation Plus. So why would they do it? You see what I'm saying? Why would they do it when they know you're going to buy this shit anyway? Now, on the PS3, you wouldn't because it was free. Online was free. Most people said, fuck PS Plus and kept it moving. But now you need it, and they know you need it, so they don't have to go out of their way to get you to buy into PlayStation Plus. The only incentive they need right now in their mind is, hey, you needed to play online. You want to play online, right? Well, that's the only fucking incentive we need. Because you gonna get this PlayStation Plus. Oh, you gonna buy this PlayStation Plus, or you ain't gonna be gaming. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, on top of that, we see games with gold, which struggled in the past, now doing well. And why is it doing well? Well, because Microsoft is getting their ass whipped, and they need to get you to buy in to the Xbox One in games for gold. So this is why I tell y'all, it's not such a bad thing if your console of choice happens to be the console that's getting its ass whipped on the market. I don't understand why people would see the Xbox One getting its ass whipped and feel some type of way. No, you should be happy. You should celebrate. Because in the end, it's going to benefit for you. Xbox getting its ass whooped, what you got to look forward to games with gold in April? You got Wolf Among Us, Sunset Overdrive, Dead Space, and Saints Row 4. 4 games that you're going to get on your Xbox One, all because your console is losing. So now, moving forward, Microsoft might make sure they got these big blockbuster types of games every month until things change. And then, if Sony see that, and it puts pressure on Sony, then maybe Sony will step it up. This is why competition is good. I said competition is good. But competition is only good if the opposite is actually putting up a fight. Just because you have a gaming system on the market doesn't mean that it's actually competition, i.e. the Wii U. You know what I mean? You gotta the other console has to actually be doing something to make the competition, be good. So, at the end of the day, it's not so bad if you look online and you see your fucking console of choice being destroyed in the media. Oh, well, you know what I mean? You just sit back and reap the fucking benefits rather than trying to damage control and fucking fight a console war. Just be like, oh yeah, Microsoft getting their ass whooped. Well, that's better games for me. That's more free things for me and more perks and all that shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's just some of my reasons why I believe that PlayStation Plus is now garbage. I mean, Sony is in the winner's seat, and they don't need to do anything out of their way to get people to buy into PlayStation Plus. They don't need to anymore. Their incentive now is multiplayer. You need it to get online, and most of y'all will pay for it to get online. And even if you decide not to and you're going to go to Microsoft, well, you still got to pay. So at the end of the day, Sony, that's the only incentive they need. Hey, you need it for online play. You have to buy this to game online, and they no longer need to go out their way as they once did when it was an optional service. When it was optional, yeah, we got to get people to buy into this shit. Hey, give them all the fucking games we can give them. But now, it's just a lot of different reasons why they not doing what they used to. One, they're on top. Two, it's going to be way more expensive. So that's like money that don't need to be spent because people are going to buy it anyway for multiplayer. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, PlayStation Plus, it hasn't been too promising these last couple of months. For a while now, and actually, it's been a long time that I can remember. But you know, some of y'all find these games to be great, but I really don't. I don't care to play no motherfucking low budget video games. I'm cool. That's not what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? I played games that with these types of budgets back in the 80s, in the early 90s. Even though back then they wasn't small budget games, but you get my point. Anyway, this your boy Hard 8. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Deuces.